Today's video is made possible by Hulu Plus. For a free extended 2-week trial period, head over to huluplus.com/TOT. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back once again to another edition of Tech of Tomorrow. We've got something really cool for you guys today. The Dark Raven Mini PC. That's right. Now this thing is pretty beefy for what it is, and it's actually really, really small. Now, a lot of people out there are into the consoles. They're into the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, all these different things. Now, those things are cool, but one thing that I've always never liked about them is that once you buy into them, you're completely locked into it. And I wanted something I could put in my living room, and we've actually been tossing this idea around. You guys have seen us. We planned on doing this actually last year, and for some reason, just with all the guck that happened, we got sidetracked, but now we are actually go back and build one. So with that said, we're gonna jump in and show you guys all the parts of this system. Now this system is a few $100s more than an Xbox or PlayStation. It's about $300 more. But like I said, if you guys play games, you all know that the graphics are always better on the PC end of things. And with the open architecture of this system, I can change out whatever I want and upgrade it as needed. If in a year from now my CPU is not fast enough, change it out. Video card, change it out. So now let's check out the Dark Raven by Tech of Tomorrow. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the birds, they hear about the Dark Raven, they're chirping all around. And that's pretty cool because our system starts out with the Silverstone Raven. This is the RVZ01. Now the RVZ01 is a Mini-ITX case. Comes in the market at 85 bucks and has these features. Adjustable graphics card holder, which means you can use video cards up to 13 inches. That's right, up to a 13-inch video card in this little system. There are also additional holes for a single 2.5 SSD or hard drive or a Lang DDC pump. It supports Mini-ITX and Mini-DTX motherboards. Next up is the motherboard, an MSI A88XI. This motherboard is based off the FM2 Plus socket, supports Athlon A-series CPUs, and it also is based off the AMD A88X Bolton D4 chipset. Has support for 32 gigabytes of 2400 megahertz DDR3 memory, has support for 7.1 audio, and measures 6.7 by 6.7 inches. It really squares off. For the CPU, we went something that was budget-minded but still had enough power to power the system. Now this CPU is based off the Richland chipset, and this is the Athlon X4 760K Black Edition. Now this is a quad-core CPU based at 3.8 gigahertz. As far as the video card goes, we went with one from Sapphire. The new R7 265 is a perfect card for this type of build. It's low priced, low heat, low watts, and actually plays games at 1080p at kick-ass resolutions. For those folks wondering about the specs of the card, this card features a 900 megahertz core clock, 925 megahertz boost clock, features 1024 stream processors, a 5600 megahertz effective memory clock, 256-bit memory interface, and the rear I/O features a single HDMI, single DisplayPort, and both a DVI and DVI-D connection. Next up is the power supply. Now this thing was a little bit costly for what it is, but because of this, it's actually a very nice power supply. But it's also very small and completely modular. The model number on this thing, for those wondering, is the Silverstone Tech ST45SF-G. As far as the hard drive goes, we went out and we looked at what came in like the average Xbox or PlayStation, and these things were usually 500 gigabytes. Now the Seagate that we use is not only 1 terabyte, so it's twice as big as most of them, it's also a 7200 RPM drive, so it runs much faster than a 5400 RPM one, meaning you're gonna be able to access everything a lot faster and get to your gaming quicker. As far as the memory goes, we used 8 gigabytes of some memory from Kingston. This is the HyperX stuff. This stuff is actually really good, solid memory. It'll work across the board in any system, and it's known to be very stable. Now, although it's true that almost everything you're going to do on this computer once you get it is probably going to come from the internet, just in case you got to do anything and install the OS, we went ahead and put in a cheap slot drive anyways. The one I think that we use is from LG. We'll have a link down below with all the different ones so you guys can choose one to stick inside of yours. But that pretty much sums up the build. Now, obviously, we use Windows 7.1 in there. We used a test system that we have around for our own house. You guys want to include that out there, you can, but I mean, I see online all the time where you can buy an OS for $25, $30, and I'm not even talking about pirated ones, so The OS, I don't really consider that big of a deal. Now real quick though, before I jump into the benchmark, let's discuss the total price. Everything in the system was a total of $705, which like I said, is about $300 more than your average PlayStation or Xbox, but you get all of those features and the freedom to upgrade whenever you want to. Like I said before, everything will be down there below that like button in the description, so if you guys want to go down and check out all those parts for your build, you can. With that said though, let's go see how this thing actually performs in real time. There you have it. And you guys can see now at 1080p, this thing does some serious ass gaming. Now, does it compare to like, you know, the Red Dawn or any of those extreme systems? No, but those systems are like $5,000 super systems. This thing's $700. I think it's really cool. You guys can see how awesome the Raven looks. The case is really excellent. You can stand it up on its side if you want to, or you can lay it sideways like I'm doing in my living room for my system. Now, before I hop out of here, I want to give a special thanks out to Hulu Plus for making today's video possible. So I know many of you PC users out there know what Hulu is, but do you guys really know what Hulu Plus is? Because Hulu Plus is like a whole different level. Hulu Plus is like taking that standard video card, slapping a water cooler on it, and getting the absolute most bang for your buck. Just all kinds of content. Now, with the standard Hulu, you can only watch it on your PC. But with Hulu Plus, baby, you can take that on the go, on your tablet, on your phone. With Hulu Plus, you can catch up on current shows, binge on old favorites, or watch a great movie. Stream as many TV shows and movies as you want, anytime, anywhere. You can also check out exclusive content, including Hulu originals like The Wrong Mans and Behind the Mask. Best of all, you can watch all of this content in HD. Now, I know a lot of people always ask, how can you guys support the site? Well, at this time, you can support the site and get your guys a free extended trial period just by going to huluplus.com/TOT, where you can enjoy Hulu Plus for 2 weeks. All right, folks, so that wraps up today's video. Like usual, I hope you guys do like this video, and everything will be down there below the like button in the description. So I hope you guys leave a lot of comments. If you guys do enjoy this video, please leave comments saying what you guys like about it, what you guys don't like about it. We're actually gonna take a slow down here about how many videos we make. We're gonna try to be more centric in what we're doing and make things a lot better for you folks. So if you don't see a video every day on Tech of Tomorrow anymore, don't freak out, because we're probably not gonna do that anymore. We're gonna start bringing you guys much more quality builds, just not as many of them. So it's just like girls, you know? It's not the quantity, it's the quality.